For 3.5 years, my friends, they told us that Joe Biden was Abraham Lincoln. And now the media tells us that Kamala Harris is Martin Luther King Jr. Can you believe it?
No one ever called Joe Biden Abraham Lincoln. They may have gone to school together, but no one ever called him Abraham Lincoln. No one has ever agreed that the Reverend Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. was Kamala Harris. Who is he looking at? I ain't gonna lie, I did the same pose when I was 17 in high school. I wasn't looking at anything. I even had the audacity to point at nothing. And though what J.D. Vance said was weird, ignorant, and just downright ridiculous, I know why he said it. These two photos are images of St. Cloud, Minnesota's downtown 5th Avenue region. One was taken in 2008 and another one was taken in the 1920s. I'll let you decide which one is which. They have a population of roughly 69,000 people, and out of that 68 or 69,000 people, 69% are white. I'm not calling the place racist, I'm just giving you the demographics. So it's safe to say that the MAGA campaign thought that this was a safe, white, conservative, small town American city. So that's why JD and his wife came out to this kind of music.
Why don't we liberate these United States? We're the ones who need it work. Let the rest.
And of course he went, I don't know why. Hey, to each his own, man. Music is music. And then, of course, he went into the GOP MAGA talking points. And after he said that statement about Dr. King and whatever, he had to repeat it. And let me break down this clip.
But we all know she's not MLK, just as Joe Biden was not Abraham Lincoln. We know that she is a card-carrying member of the San Francisco lunatic fringe. Ain't that right?
In this clip, you'll see about 3, maybe 4 black people. If you look over to the right there where it's cut off, there's another black guy over there. So they do that to try to appeal to black audiences. They know that there's a lot of white people at this event. So what they did was they went around, pulled as many black people as they could find to get them behind the screenshot that the news would give them. Politicians do this all the time. Barack Obama has done it. They've all done it. I was stationed in Norfolk, Virginia back in 2008 when Barack Obama came and did a campaign speech there. And you can tell by the crowd that a lot of people showed up, black, white, young, old. But Barack Obama had a problem with trying to get white voters and old white voters to his side. So who did he have in his background? He had young white people, he had black people, but he had old white people also. That is what the news captured when they were behind him, because when he's speaking, most of the cameras are going to be on him. So he had to put them in the background so they can appeal to him. So that's why J.D. Vance had those black people behind him to try to say, hey, I have black support too.
We know that she is a card-carrying member of the San Francisco lunatic fringe.
He said that because, again, this is small town America. There's only 68,000 people there. So, of course, they got to be mad at California, a liberal state. They got to be mad at San Francisco, which is supposed to be the most liberal of liberal cities in the state. And that's why he said it. And this is why she can't select Gavin Newsom as her VP nominee.
Member of the San Francisco lunatic fringe. Ain't that right?
The words "ain't that right" is a applause line. He wasn't getting any applause. There's no sound in my video, but go to YouTube and look up Obama campaign Virginia Beach 2008, and you would see that he didn't have to put a "ain't that right" or anything. He just let the words flow naturally, and the enthusiasm was already there. The first time he said the Dr. King, Abraham Lincoln thing, he got a lot of boos, not at him, but toward the statement.
Can you believe it?
But he was supposed to get like an applause kind of boo. So the second time he said it, he had to put the "ain't that right" in there. And the only reason why MAGA is doing this, the only reason why the person that helped him write that speech is doing this, is because, again, that small town conservative, 68% white America, and MAGA feels that we have to say these things to get the white people enthusiastic. By trying to declare Joe Biden as Abraham Lincoln, most people may be upset with that. I wonder why. And to compare Vice President Harris to Dr. King, that would anger them also. And I wonder why. But MAGA feels like they got to say that to get white people's attention. And JD has to say that because if he's not getting enthusiasm from the crowd, Trump is watching. What do you think?